In a desolate town, in the middle of nowhere, is a schoolhouse. There are rumors that it's haunted, but no one knows for sure. What we do know is that this town was the site of 2 grisly murders, so it's quite possible that there may be spirits. Today, on the Planet Traveler, I intend to find out.
Hey everyone, it's a beautiful day here in Central Washington. You might ask, what am I doing here in Central Washington? Well, to answer that question, you have to see my last video when I was checking out an abandoned mine. I had so much fun checking out the Yellow Jacket shaft that I decided to look into some more abandoned buildings. And lo and behold, Washington is littered with abandoned buildings. So I drove 4 hours from where I live just to go check out some of these abandoned places. Where I'm headed today is the Govan Schoolhouse, which is roughly about 3 hours and 50 minutes from Seattle. It's a schoolhouse that I don't know. It looks like the schoolhouse shut down around 1920 or something. I'll have to check that. But and they just left it abandoned, and it's in a dilapidated state. The roof is collapsing in on itself, and it's just a really cool place to check out. I've seen some articles on the internet about it, and it's something I always wanted to see. It's kind of a creepy feel to it. So let's go check it out.
In the middle of nowhere, massed with endless miles of grain fields, is a town. It's a town that boasts a population of a whopping 3 people. It wasn't always like that. At one point, the town of Govan was once a thriving farming community, and then, one day, it all just disappeared. I'm not exactly sure why, but having 2 grisly murders in your county certainly doesn't help. Today, I set out to explore one of the original buildings still standing, the Govan Schoolhouse. I heard that it was haunted, so let's get into it and find out. My first impression of the schoolhouse when I got there was, it felt lonely. The schoolhouse pretty much stands alone, with the exception of a few neighboring buildings. There's definitely a creepy feel about the building. It gave me the chills just looking at it. But having the chills certainly didn't stop me from exploring this awesome place. I approached cautiously. I don't know. This place looks creepy. I don't know, it's just a creepy feel to it. Maybe because it's in a dilapidated state, I don't know. But, it's kind of creepy looking. And I'm debating if I should go through the schoolhouse through the front, or if I should go around and see if there's an easier way to get in here, because there's no steps here, so I'll have to climb. I don't know, we'll figure it out. I opted to walk around and search for an easier way to enter the building. I'm not gonna lie, I felt a sense of evil about this building. It just felt like I was going to be murdered as soon as I walked in. school is not very big. Essentially, it's a giant rectangle. As I walked around, it became apparent that there was only one way in the building, and that was through the front. Well, I've circled the entire schoolhouse, and there's only one way in this building, and this is it. So I have no choice but to climb up here. It's not a big climb, but I just thought there'd be an easier way. I was looking for a more graceful way to enter the schoolhouse, but that's not gonna happen, so I'm gonna have to just climb up here. So let's do it. Yeah, this is pretty doggone rickety, and I'm a big guy, man. I don't want to break this thing. As I get older, I find myself not as spry as I once was, so I was pleasantly surprised how easily I managed to negotiate the dodgy-looking entryway. Man, these are some rickety-ass boards. If you come here, take caution when you enter the schoolhouse. Right at the entrance there, the boards are very feeble, and I don't know. If you're a big guy, you might fall through, so take care. So I managed my way into the schoolhouse. Now it was time to explore. The first thing I noticed was the light switch in the entryway. I was surprised to learn that the schoolhouse was not as old as I thought. I didn't know the school had electricity. Next to the light switch was a ladder, which I believe led to where there was a school bell at one time, but I don't know for certain. What I do know is I was definitely not going up that ladder. I made my way into the first of two offices located in the front of the schoolhouse. This room had an incredible view of the adjacent wheat field. Spray painted on the wall was inspiration for anyone looking to protest. Eat the rich, arm the poor. Sounds like infamous words from someone who likes to stir shit up. The front portion of the schoolhouse, it looks like there's two small offices. I'm not really familiar with this schoolhouse, but I was thinking maybe it might be one of these rooms might be the principal's office. I think that one over there. But yeah, they got a nice view. I know you can't really see it from this viewpoint because it's blown out, but you got a nice view of the grassland over here. The schoolhouse is bigger than I thought it was. I thought it was just one big room, but it actually consists, and I'll show you in a minute, of two giant classrooms and two offices. I made my way over to the neighboring room. These rooms were very small. I doubt they would be able to accommodate a desk built to today's standards, but this room seemed a little larger. This is a room I thought might be the principal's office. I don't know why. I think because it has this nice wooden door here, and it looks like it's French doors. I don't know if you can see it in the corner. And another nice view of the grassland. This is pretty cool. Moving on to the main classrooms, I entered the one on the right. The room was battered. Pieces of the roof were scattered throughout. I made my way towards the center of the room just to take it all in. More words of inspiration were sprayed onto the walls. I couldn't wait to read what this person had to say. I got a good spot so I could see it clearly. Workers of the world, unite. We have nothing to lose but our chains. I don't know about you, but I suddenly feel emboldened. Moving on, I took the opportunity to look out another window. Yup, same view. Grass. And here I thought there would be some satanic symbols in here, but it's pretty awe-inspiring, surprisingly. I mean, look at this right here. Workers of the world unite. We have nothing to lose but our chains. That's pretty inspiring, don't you think? After a few minutes, I pretty much had seen everything there was to see in this room, with one exception. I moved to investigate what kind of resembled a rusty tin can. It clearly seemed like it didn't belong.
Not sure what that tin can was used for. Maybe to heat the room? I don't know. One thing's for sure, you don't want to be cut by that. Definitely will need a tetanus shot if you get cut by that thing. Okay, let's go check out the other room.
As for the other classroom, it had a whole different feel. It felt like something evil was lurking in the room. The hair on my arms began to stand up. I proceeded with caution. It definitely felt like someone was murdered here. My mind began to play tricks on me as it felt like someone just whizzed by. It gave me the chills. I just couldn't shake that feeling that I wasn't alone. I began to try to focus my mind on other things, like the fact the schoolhouse no longer had a roof. This building was well over 100 years old, and yet it was still standing. I found that amazing. And in a matter of seconds, I felt chills run throughout the entire room. I took it as my cue to leave, and I hauled ass out of there. But I want to know, if you've been to the Govan Schoolhouse, do you believe it's haunted? Let me know in the comments section below. And if you want to go to the schoolhouse, please visit my website for more information. Good job.